Just had the best breakfast in the world. A little bit of context to start. I am an MRes student in Systems and Synthetic Biology at Imperial. I started in October, well, 1st of October, and I will finish on the 30th of September next year. My background is I went to the University of Edinburgh and I studied biotechnology, and I'm now doing my MRes with the aim to kind of bridge the gap between my biotechnology bachelor's and PhD in the field of AI and biology. That feels like an interview. Why am I saying that? Video was 2 months ago. So that was in October. It is now December. It is December the 24th, actually, Christmas Eve. I made this video, I edited it, and then I forgot about it. And the funny thing about it is I now don't agree with it. I've completely changed my mind about what I want to do, but also I've had a bit more of a holistic experience at Imperial, and I'm going to take the fact that I was lazy and I didn't post that video and hopefully input a little bit of hindsight into it from the future, and also some sections of a more vulnerable video I recorded at some point, literally a few days after these recordings you're going to watch, to really depict the kind of highs and lows of Imperial and just the highs and lows of, I guess, being in your 20s, because I'm sure this is not a unique experience of being at Imperial, but I think it's quite funny because, as you'll see in the next clips, I was so naive. It's been 3 weeks now since I moved to London and 3 weeks since I started university. It's been great. It's been so good. Like, all the preconceptions I had that it was going to be really isolating, really competitive, really that people were going to be very cold and not interested, and no, like, these are lies. That was 3 weeks into the course. I had moved to London 3 weeks in, and I was so high on life and I was so excited, and as I tell you later, I genuinely believed everything I said. I was like, why is everybody saying that Imperial's so high pressure? Like, it's absolutely great. And then this happened. Today's Friday and I'm coming at you with some very different energy to Monday. I was talking about how amazing everything is and how Imperial is amazing and how the course is amazing, and it's true, like, I genuinely believed that. And it really hit me, not yesterday but the day before, that I've been struggling. And I think it was very easy to ignore that for a very long time, a month, and be excited and be propelled by everything going on in London and with the masters. Let's cue the high. Let's cue all Let's cue all the distractions and all the amazing things that were distracting me from how unstable I felt when I moved to London. And don't get me wrong, like, these things are actually amazing and I genuinely really enjoyed them. I think the way I would kind of ultimately describe Imperial after 2.5 months of going there is, you have the highest highs and the lowest lows, and when you're in a high you forget about the lows, and when you're in a low you completely forget about the highs. Like, you're thinking about dropping out, you hate academia, you hate, like, capitalism, and then you, like, go to a conference and you absolutely love it and you think you're going to change the world. But this is not meant to be a pessimistic video. This is just meant to be a bit more of a real video and a bit more of a representative video of what my life is like as a master's student at Imperial. So let's cue the high. I've really felt very welcome at the Imperial community. My course is a big reason for this. I am doing an MRes and we are 34 people on the course, and we have a very active group chat. I've dragged them to bachata. I will insert a clip here. I've converted my course to bachata. So I'm going to show you who's coming. We've got Cole and Diana and David and me and Christina. Hashita, not Christina, Hashita. So ignorant, so ignorant. Hashita. Her name is Hashita, her name is not Christina. Hello. Hello. We go to events after university, like networking events or like startup events. We went to a startup pitch night and we got a photo with two people that we think are going to be future Nobel Prize winners because, sorry, science speech, they've decreased the time that it takes to do a PCR to 5 minutes. And their startup is called RapidX. And the idea is that they will rapidly diagnose UTIs, STIs, and respiratory diseases in like 5 minutes with their new technology that uses laser to do PCR. Like, these people were so cool. So we chatted to them, got a photo with them, got in the university newspaper, pretty cool stuff. We have lunch together. We are organizing a pumpkin carving night on the 31st for Halloween.
With the red.
I ate some orange.
Right?
Expertise.
And then I just. But like normally,
It's actually lovely.
Yay!
I'm absolutely butchering ours as we speak.
I know, Neve, we're not doing
I've ruined
well.
the star. I've ever been.
Yes, thanks, Will. He knows.
Will's for the angle.
Line, I don't know if you find them, but it changed a lot.
I got the eyes and then I realised it was
This crowd is falling, guys, come on!
oh my god!
Oh, she's got the I don't know if you'd be comfortable we get it out, but then you can't get a candid if you were looking at it, so I just ran
I'm
with
more
the
than happy
concept.
for
What is the thing?
Then translation to protein.
My baby.
That's how you stay.
Are you gonna wear the sweatshirt?
I zoomed in too far!
Put it on
So cute.
Yeah, that's so cute. Look at that.
Oh shit, you got one.
It's amazing.
My name. Hi, my name's Neve.
Like, my course is the best thing. Like, it's incredible. But one thing I want to do more of is explore London. Cue the foreshadowing of burnout. I feel very much kind of my life is defined by my master's right now. So on Wednesday, I submitted a big piece of coursework and sent an email about PhD and submitted a PhD application. And then I woke up on Thursday thinking, I have nothing to do. And then some coursework got released and I was like, oh great, now I have something to do. And I think that's quite sad. It is sad, bestie. Like, it didn't do you any favors. Let's just put it that way. Because I'm in London, like, what? Like, I have so much to do here. So today I've decided that I'm taking a day off-ish. I'm going to go to a jewelry shop that I found on TikTok, like a warehouse, and they have like £4 gold-plated jewelry and it's kind of hidden. I really want some new hoop earrings, so I'm gonna go check it out. This is good, right? So I'm taking time to myself finally, like cue pretty London scenes with really annoying music, but like I don't have an advanced editing app, so sorry about that. So good, right? Balance, love it. You take yourself to a jewelry shop, you go to salsa, you've got yourself like your own packed lunch, home cooked meal, well, like a Tesco soup that you like added noodles and chickpeas and halloumi to, but then you violate your own boundaries. It's now much colder, as you can see. I got a response from somebody who I emailed about potentially doing my master's project with them, and they've asked me to chat tomorrow, and now I'm preparing for that. So I'm gonna go to the chat exchange later. The day that was supposed to be a day off is not a day off anymore. I feel like a lot of my time is spent doing things that are academically related but not academic. Like, for example, this kind of thing, like preparing with a chat with a supervisor about a potential project, or going to events and speaking to people. Yeah, it's weird because it's not contributing to my grades, but it's equally or if not more important, right? It's like taking initiative for something. So yeah, now I'm just kind of reading all this person's papers. So I am kind of brushed up on my knowledge of them and making notes, and also I need to brush up on my knowledge of my own projects that I sold to them basically in my email, just to make sure I'm 100% good on them. A little story actually, when I organised my honours project with my supervisor, he scheduled a meeting with me and I'd read his papers and I had questions on his papers, and the first thing he said to me, we just started the meeting, and he said, "Do you have any questions for me?" And I was like, thank God I read that paper and had questions. But other times when I've had meetings, like, my preparation has not come in handy at all, because it's just like, hi, I like you, like, let's think about how we can kind of work together. It's not like a interview, but you need to be prepared for different things. So that's what I'm doing now. Just for also like peace of mind and confidence, right? I feel like these things are all about your own peace of mind and your confidence going into something. The stuff you learn might not be directly of value, but the confidence that having studied it gives you, that is the important thing. So that's what I'm doing now. It's the next day. Today it's currently 4:38 p.m. It's just under an hour before my chat. And today was just consisted of me studying for this half an hour informal chat. And I'm going to show you my notes. Can we just talk about the reality of finding a quiet space on campus that you don't book? Like, I'm currently sat here and I'm gonna try and do it from here, but there's people that keep coming up the stairs and talking really loudly. Okay, I've managed to secure a room. Hopefully it's not booked, and hopefully nobody walks in mid-call. So I've just had my meeting. I've changed 3 hairstyles through this video. Anyway, so I just finished my meeting. Unfortunately, they can't take people on in the timeline of my master's, which is a shame, but she did say that I can contact her after my master's and maybe do a research scientist position with her before applying for a PhD. And she said she recommends that because the more experience someone has before applying for a PhD, the better the choice they make. So I'm really considering that, because she does work right where I want to be working. Her research is exactly what I want to be doing. And a PhD title shouldn't be what drives someone. That was really slow. A PhD title should not be what drives someone to do research, right? So if I can do this really cool research without a PhD title, just like research associate position, so be it. Like, it's pretty cool, I think. And I think part of me was like, oh, I wish I'd done this straight after Edinburgh, just contacted her and maybe gotten a research position straight out of undergrad instead of paying for a master's. But had I not done my master's at Imperial, I would not have found out about her. Like, I literally found out about her at an Imperial event where I spoke to a PhD student and said, like, these are my interests, and he said, you have to contact this person. So yeah. So yeah, we'll see how that journey goes, but just documenting, that's it. Now I'm gonna go to salsa. This whole day, did I need to use any of the knowledge I learned about her? No. Did I learn new things? Did I further my interest? Did I further my knowledge in a specific field? Yes. Have I had enough? Yes. Time to go to salsa. I feel like I've aged 3 years since those videos. Like, this was 2 months ago. I wish I could make this video a bit more vulnerable. Unfortunately, it will be a 30-minute video if I do that, but I'm gonna tell you about my new video idea, which is something I'm going to film today, which is I'm going to be talking about academic pressure while making a devil's food cake. I think the main takeaways of this video, like, I really wanted to post it even though so many things have changed since then, because it is part of how I felt, and it was part of my kind of journey at Imperial as a master's student or as a 22-year-old kind of studying in academia. It's really funny to look back on and think, God, like, why did you say that? Like, why did you say that all these preconceptions about Imperial are lies? They're not. Like, so naive. But yeah, like, the experiences that I talk about are real as I experience them, but they're so kind of subjective. And yeah, I look forward to telling you more in the next videos with a perspective that is more relevant to now. I've got so many ideas. I'm feeling so inspired. I'm feeling really confident. I think for a very long time, I was kind of, when you move to a new place, you really want to fit in, so you kind of like change yourself a little bit. But now I've decided that the best way to filter who's for you and who's not for you is by being unapologetically yourself. And the people meant for you are going to gravitate towards you, and the people not are going to be like, okay, like when you overshare or when you like do something a little bit crazy. So yeah, here's to a new year of being a little bit more authentic in a place I moved to 2.5 months ago, and hopefully I can reflect that in my content.